Hello, dear students. We are back with e-physics class presented by Fatima Convent High School, myself, Dipali. We start with Chapter 8, Motion, Class 9. Looking further into the chapter, let us understand the relation between various physical quantities. Now we have studied about the various physical quantities in the previous sessions of the chapter. We also understood how to graphically represent these physical quantities. Now let us understand what is the relation between these physical quantities. Just to revise, the physical quantities which we studied were distance, notation for it is S and unit is meters, time t, unit seconds, displacement S, unit meters, speed v, unit meter per second, velocity v, unit meter per second, acceleration a, unit meter per second square. Now the formulas related to these quantities are speed is equal to velocity, speed is equal to v is equal to s upon t, average speed is equal to total distance travelled upon total time taken. Velocity v is equal to displacement upon time. So velocity can also be denoted by v is equal to s upon t. Average velocity is VAV is equal to v plus u upon 2. And acceleration is equal to a is equal to v minus u upon t. Now we are going to study the relation between these physical quantities, that is velocity and time, which is given as v is equal to u plus at. Position and time, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. And position and velocity, which is given as 2as is equal to v square minus u square, or s is equal to v square minus u square upon 2as. Now let us understand the first relation, velocity time, with the help of a graph. Now let us consider a velocity time graph of the object moving under uniform acceleration as shown in the diagram, where velocity is on the y-axis, time is on the x-axis. As shown in the figure, we know that we take this graph, you can see that initial velocity of the object is u at point A, and then it increases to v at point B in this time t. The velocity changes at a uniform rate a. In the figure 8.8, the perpendicular lines BC and BE are drawn from point B on the time and the velocity axes respectively, so that the initial velocity is represented by OA and final velocity is represented by BC and time interval by T is represented by OC. BD is equal to BC minus CD represents the change in velocity in time interval T. Now let us see how to derive this equation. So, after giving the various notations and description to the situation, we see that the points A and B forms the slope or the acceleration of the object. Now the initial velocity is represented by u, which according to graph is OA. Final velocity is represented by v, which is BC according to the graph. And time t is represented by OC. change in velocity, that is BD, is represented by V minus U. So BC is equal to BD plus DC as seen in the figure. BC is equal to BD plus OA as OA is equal to CD. So can we represent BC by V and OA by U? Replacing these values in the equation, we get V is equal to BD plus U. Therefore, BD is equal to V minus U. That is our first equation. Now, according to the graph of velocity time, acceleration is equal to change in the velocity upon time taken, which is in this graph BD upon OC. Now, BD is equal to V minus U. We already understood in the first part by result 1, and OC is equal to T. Therefore, acceleration A will be represented by V minus U upon T. When we solve this equation algebraically, we get AT is equal to V minus U. Therefore, V is equal to U plus AT. So, this is the relation between velocity and time. This is the first equation of motion. Thank you.